Okay, let's see this problem. A triangular plate of size 100 by 75 by 12.5 mm. Okay, so this is basically a triangular plate of what size? Okay, this dimension measures 100 mm. Okay, this measures 75 mm. Okay, into 12.5 mm. So 12.5 mm, it is nothing but a thickness of this triangular plate, right? Is subjected to the load as shown in figure, right? So if you can see this plate, okay, which is fixed at this corner as well as this corner. Okay, so one of the corner is free, and at that free corner they have applied the load. Okay, so they have applied 500 Newton in vertical direction and 2000 Newton in horizontal direction, right? So this is a loading which is given. Okay, the modulus of elasticity and Poisson's ratio for the plate material are 200 gigapascal and 0.3. Okay, so this plate, it is basically made up of a material with value of modulus of elasticity as 200 gigapascal with the Poisson ratio 0.3. Right. Next, plate with CST element, right? So this problem we need to solve by considering a CST element, right? So that is nothing but a constant strain triangle, constant strain triangle. So that is basically a 3-noded triangular element, right? Constant strain triangle, it is nothing but a 3-noded triangular element, right? And they're asking to determine the element stiffness matrix, right? So for this particular problem, we need to calculate element stiffness matrix. This we are not practiced for the previous 2 problems which we have taken, right? So this is an additional term. Determine the element stiffness matrix and nodal displacements. Okay, so let me brief you what is the outline to solve this problem, right? They're asking to determine element stiffness matrix. So all of you know, see, this element stiffness matrix into displacement is given by force. Okay, this is basic equation. Element stiffness matrix into displacement is given by force, right? So see here, initial thing is we need to determine the element stiffness matrix. That means in this equation, our first target is to determine element stiffness matrix, right? We need to determine element stiffness matrix, right? Once we have element stiffness matrix, okay, forces are given. Try to understand. Element stiffness matrix into displacement is given by force. So first target is to determine element stiffness matrix. Once we have element stiffness matrix, okay, the forces are given, we can calculate displacements. Okay, so after this we need to calculate displacement. Once we have element stiffness matrix, we have the equation element stiffness matrix into displacement is given by force. So from this we can calculate displacement, right? Now once we have displacement, okay, we can calculate strain, right? We can calculate strain, right? And once we have strain, okay, we can calculate stress. Okay, we can calculate stress. Is it okay? Yes or no?
Yes.
Right. What is the formula for strain? Strain you have seen. Strain is equal to, okay, B. Okay, that is a matrix which relates strain to the displacement. So it is B into displacement, right? Strain is equal to B into displacement. So displacement, I will write down this as a U, okay, because U we call it as displacement. So strain is given by B into displacement. So this is how we will get strain. Okay, now how to calculate stress? Stress is equal to D into strain, right? Stress is equal to D into strain. Strain it is already calculated, right? So in this way we need to work out, right? So see, all of you, okay, let me clear you. The new formula, okay, which I am putting now is, see, try to understand. The element stiffness matrix, okay, element stiffness matrix is given by, see, we need to calculate the value of K, right? We need to calculate the value of K. So for that, okay, we should know the formula to calculate the value of K, okay? So formula for K, element stiffness matrix, is given by thickness, okay, into area, okay, into transpose of B, okay, into D into B. Try to understand. Element stiffness matrix is given by thickness into area into transpose of matrix B. See, this is a matrix B which relates strain to the displacement, okay, into D. Okay, so this D matrix, it relates stress to the strain. Okay, so D into again B. Okay, so this will give me the stiffness matrix. Okay, so what I will calculate stiffness matrix, then I will calculate displacement, I will calculate strain and stress, right? So for that, let's start. I should calculate first B. Okay, B. Okay, then B, it is called as what? The B, it is called as strain displacement relation matrix, right? B is called as, see, if you call this B, it's a strain displacement relationship matrix, right? So I will calculate that. Okay, so I will start first. We'll start first with the calculation of strain, calculation of strain displacement relationship matrix, strain displacement relationship matrix, and that is indicated by B. Okay, strain displacement relationship matrix, that is indicated by B. Okay, now see, all of you know the formula for B. Okay, what is the formula for B? I will first write down the formula. It is 1 by 2 delta, okay, into beta 1 0, beta 2 0, okay, beta 3 0, right? Then 0 gamma 1, 0 gamma 2, 0 gamma 3, right? Then I have gamma 1 beta 1, gamma 2 beta 2, gamma 3 beta 3, right? So this is how you will calculate B. Okay, this is how you will calculate B. Okay, this is how you will calculate B. Okay, so for B, see what required, 1 by twice delta. So delta, it is nothing but area, right? Delta, it is nothing but area, right? So that we need to calculate, right? So, but see, all of you just see here, if we need to calculate gamma 1, gamma 2, gamma 3, okay, we should know the coordinates of every node, right? We should know the coordinates of every node, right? So, okay. So let me assign the nodes first. See, what is gamma 1, gamma 2, gamma 3? It is in the form of X and Y. Okay, X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Okay, so for that, I should assign the nodes. Okay, I should assign the nodes. So what I will do here is, I will just redraw this diagram as it is. Okay, I will just redraw this diagram as it is. Okay, so I'm going to redraw this diagram as it is. At this point, it is fixed, right? At this point, it is again fixed, right? Is it okay? Now let's assign. Okay, what we used to do, the node which is on the left hand side, okay, and if there are two nodes at the left hand side, the bottommost node we used to take as a reference node. Okay, that we assign as a node number 1. So this is node number 1, this is node number 2, and this is node number 3, right? We have assigned the nodes, right? Numbers to the nodes. The next step will be to assign, okay, to assign, see, the coordinates to every node, right? To assign the coordinates to every node. So as I told you, we will assume node 1 as a reference. That means with the coordinate 0, 0, locate the node number 2 with respect to node number 1. Tell me, what is the location of node 2 with respect to node 1? Tell me, what is the location of node 2 with respect to node 1?
0,75.
Right, it is 0,75, right? Because both 1 and 2 are at same x location, okay, but they have the vertical distance. Okay, so this is 0.75. Now, what is the location of node 3 with respect to again node 1? Okay, this is 100, x distance is 100, and y distance is 75. Right, so this is 100, okay, 75. Is it okay? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, so this is only required. Node number 1, node number 2, node number 3. Okay, now let's start with the calculation of this term, that is area, and that is indicated by delta, right? That is indicated by delta. So delta, formula for delta is given by half, okay, into mod of A, right? Half into mod of A. That is, what is mod of A? This is 1, 1, 1. We need to calculate the area for this triangle. Okay, so we need to write down its coordinates, right? X1, Y1, okay, X2, Y2, and X3, Y3. Okay, so we need to write down the coordinate of this one, right? So this is 1 x1 y1, 1 x2 y2, 1 x3 y2. Okay, so I will write down this as half, okay, into here it is 1, 1, 1, right? What is the x1? Try to understand. See, this is x1, this is y1, right? This is x2, This is y2, right? This is x3 and this is y3, right? X3, y3. Right. Now what is x1? It's 0, right? X1 is 0. Okay, what is y1? It's again 0, right? Then x2, it's 0. Y2, it's 75. X3, it's 100. And y3, it's 75. Is it okay? Is it okay with this one? Right? Is it okay or not? Let me know. So we need to calculate the area now, right? So delta is given by half. Now we need to calculate this term. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, all of you know how to do that. How we used to do this? Tell me. We need to solve this in a calculator, right? So we'll go to calculator, right? And I will shift this mode, okay, to matrix mode, right? I will go to mode. I will select this as a matrix mode. Okay, I will edit this matrix A. I will enter this coordinate. First is 1, then 0, 0. Then I will write on 1.
3750.
75. Okay, okay. Let me check. 0, 75. Then 1. Then 100. 1 after that we have 100. Okay, and 70. Okay, this we entered, right? This we entered. These values we entered. Now I will put AC. I will click on AC. I will go to shift. I'll go to matrix. Okay, shift matrix. Okay, so when I go to matrix, I need to go to mathematical calculation. I'll go to maths, then go to determinant, right? Determinant of which matrix? Matrix A. So I'll go to again shift matrix, and its name is matrix A. Okay, so can you see this? How much you're getting? You're getting minus 7,500. Okay, but we are basically calculating the area, which will be never minus, right? So I need to write down as 7,500 only. Okay, I will neglect the sign because basically we are calculating the area, right? So this is 7,500, right? One of you also got the same value, na? Half of that, it is 3,750. Is it okay? Is it okay with this one? Right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now we have calculated delta, right? We have calculated now delta. So delta is over. Now starts with beta 1, beta 2, beta 3, right? Gamma 1, gamma 2, gamma 3. Okay, that we should know. Okay. So when we have seen the expression for, okay, shape functions for 3-noded, okay, triangular element, right? 3-noded triangular element we have seen. Okay. So in that, okay, we have written those, or we have basically calculated those values, right? Of what is beta 1, what is beta 2. Okay, those values we have calculated. Okay, so I'll just browse those values. Okay. Yeah. Can you see this now? What is alpha, beta 1, beta 2, beta 3? Okay. What is beta 1? It is y2 minus y3, right? What is beta 2? It is y3 minus y1. Okay, just see this one. All of you, just see this one. Okay, just see this one. This and this you see. Okay. Beta 2 is y3 minus y1. Okay. And beta 3 is y1 minus y2. Y1 minus y2. See, beta 1, y2 minus y3. Beta 2, y3 minus y1. Beta 3, y1 minus y2. Right. Then we need to write down gamma 1. Gamma 1, it is x3 minus x2. Right. Gamma 2, x1 minus x3. And gamma 3, x2 minus x1. Right. So those values are each. Is it okay with this one? Right. So let's put the values now, right? So what is y2? Y2, it's a 75. Okay, y3 is again 75. So this value will comes to 0, right? Then y3, it's a 75. Y1 is 0. So we'll get 75, right? Now y1 is 0 minus y2 is 75. So you'll get minus 75, right? You'll get minus 75, right? Next. Next, x3. X3 is 100, right? Minus x2 is 0. So you'll get 100, right? Next, x1 is 0 minus x3 is 100, so you'll get minus 100, right? Then x2 is 0 minus x1 is again 0, so you'll get its value equal to 0. Is it okay with this one? Right? Is it okay? So now can we put this value into the formula for matrix B? It is given by 1 by twice of delta. What is twice of delta? What is this delta? 3750. 3750. Okay. Into what? See, 1 by twice of delta. So 1 by twice of delta is 3750 into beta 1. Beta 1 is 0. Beta 1 is 0. Then you have 0 there. Then beta 2 is 75. Then you have 0 there. Then beta 3 is minus 75. Then you have 0 there, right? Next, I need to write down 0. Then gamma 1, it's 100. Again 0. Then gamma 2, it's minus 100. Then 0. And gamma 3, it is 0, right? Okay. Next, I need to write down what? Beta, gamma 1. Gamma 1 is 100. Okay. Gamma 1 is 100. Beta 1 is 0. Then gamma 2, it's minus 100. Beta 2, it's 75. Then gamma 3 is 0. And beta 3 is minus 75. Is it okay? All of you just check it. Is it okay with this equation?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now let's do that, right? So what we'll get, it's 1 by, we'll get it as 1 by 7,500. 1 by 7,500. Okay, 0, 0, 100. Right? Then 0, 100, 0. 75, 0, minus 100. 0, minus 100, 75. Minus 75, 0, 0. 0, 0, minus 75, right? So this is what the value of B we are getting, right? This is the value of B which we are getting, right? So we have calculated the value of B, right? See here, all of you. We have calculated the value of B. See, we have calculated, all of you, if you can see, okay, we have just calculated the value of B. So we can calculate B transpose, right? From the value of B, we can calculate B transpose, right? Now we should know, okay, the D. We need to calculate D, right? We need to calculate D. Is it okay? Now we need to calculate the value of D. Okay. So I will go to next point. Okay. That is second point. That is calculation of. See, what is D? If you can see this D, it is nothing but relating the stress to the strain. Okay. So I'll write down calculation of stress. Calculation of stress to the strain, right? Calculation of stress strain relationship matrix. Stress strain relationship matrix. Okay, that is basically indicated by D. Okay, stress strain this relationship matrix, it is indicated by D. Okay, so see, in order to calculate D, as I told you, there are two conditions, right? There are two conditions. Okay, just in the last lecture only we have taken this one. Okay, there are two conditions, right? So one condition, it is plane stress condition, and second condition is plane strain condition, right? There are two conditions, plane stress and plane strain. See here, all of you. You can see this one. In the last lecture we have taken this. There are two conditions. One is plane stress and second is plane strain, right? So when thickness, okay, when you are not going to consider the thickness, go for plane stress, and when you consider the thickness, you go for plane strain. Okay, so if you can see in this problem, the thickness is very less. The thickness of the plate is very less. Okay, so what we will do is we will neglect the thickness. And we will go to plane stress condition. Okay, so I will write down here. Okay, I will mention it. Assuming plane stress condition, I will mention here. Assuming plane stress condition. Okay, then if you assume the plane stress condition, okay, what is the value of D you are getting? Can you? What is the value of D? Here it is E divided by 1 minus
Sir,
mu
camera on
square. No, I just see this one. I will write down that. Okay, then I will make the camera on. E divided by 1 minus mu square, 1 mu 0, right? Then mu 1 0, right? Then 0 0 1 minus mu by 2, right? Is it okay? This is the value of D. Okay, E divided by 1 minus mu square, 1 mu 1 0 0, then 1 minus mu by 2, right? So this is the value of D. Okay. Now just here. Okay, so this is the value of D when you assume it to be a plane stress condition. If you go for plane strain condition, okay, you have different value of D, right? So with this, we need to calculate this matrix, right? So how will do that? See, what is the value of E? What is the value of E? It is given in the problem. Okay, that is 200 gigapascal. Okay, we will take that in gigapascal only, right? Is it okay or not? I will take this value of E in gigapascal only. See what I will do. I will take this value of E in gigapascal only. Okay, only the forces which are there, I will put it into kilonewton. Forces, I will put it in kilonewton. Okay, so there is no unit conversion is required, because if you have length in mm, area in mm square, right? E in gigapascal, the forces has to be in kilonewton. So these forces are only required to be converted into kilonewton, right? So that I will do. So E is 200 gigapascal divided by 1 minus mu, it is given in the problem 0.3. See here, mu is 0.3, it is given 0.3 square, okay, upon 1, then mu is 0.3, then 0, then mu is 0.310, right? Then 0 0 1 minus mu is 0.3 by 2, 1 minus 0.3 by 2. Okay, so how much it is coming? This 200 divided by 1 minus 0.3, how much it is coming? D, how much it is coming? What value of D you are getting? 200 divided by 1 minus 0.3 square.
2.
How much it is coming? 200 divided by 1 minus 0.3 square.
219.78.
219.78. Okay.
Yes.
Into 1 0.30 0.310 00, then 1 minus 0.3 is 0.7 by 2, which is 0.35, right? Now we got this matrix D. Okay, see here, we got this matrix D. Now we can put this in here, na? K is equal to, okay, so I can put this value. Okay, so now I will go to the third step. Now I will go to the third step. Okay, go to this third step. That is, what is the third step? It's the calculation of element stiffness matrix. Okay, calculation of element stiffness matrix. Okay, now I need to calculate which matrix? Element stiffness matrix. That is indicated by element stiffness matrix. It is indicated by K. Right? K. What is the formula for K? K is given by thickness into area, okay, into transpose of, okay, into D.
कैसे देगा वो? पागल हो भाई क्या? टाइम निकल गया। टिकट नहीं रहेगा तो देगा क्या वो? टाइम निकल गया।
Mic is on. Someone's.
Right? We already know the value. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Now let's do the calculation. Thickness, right? Thickness. Whether you know the thickness, it is given in the problem, right? Thickness is given in the problem. See here, it is given, right? 100 into 75. This is 100. This is thickness, right? So that I will write down here. So stiffness matrix K is given by thickness. Thickness is 12.5, right? Into area. Area. How you get area? Okay, this is 100 into 75. Okay. Otherwise, here area we have already calculated here. Okay, see, area, it is nothing but this delta. It is 3750. This is already calculated. 3750. This is the area, because see, it is already there here. Delta we have already calculated. Okay, 3750 into 1. See, try to understand, into transpose of B. Okay, we need to write down the transpose of B. I will write down the transpose of B. Okay, I will write down the transpose of B. See, B is here only, right? B is here. This is the value of B, right? We need to write down the transpose of B. Okay, so this 1 by 7500, it will remain here only, right? It will remain here only. Now I need to make it transpose, right? So this row becomes an columns, right? Row becomes a columns. So I need to write down. Okay, so this is 0. See here, 0, then 0, then 75, then 0, then minus 75, then 0, right? This is minus 75 and then 0. Next 0, 100, 0, then minus 100, 0, 0, right? Then 100, 0, minus 100, 75, 0, and minus 75. Is it okay? Is it okay? Right? So this is thickness into area into B transpose, right? Into B transpose into what? Into D. Into D we have, right? Into D. Okay. So what is that D? Okay. See, this is D, na? This is D. So I will write down here into that term. I will write down here into 219.78. 219.78. Okay. Into this matrix. See, this is D. I'm writing D. This is 0.30. Okay, then 0.30, 1, 0, 0, and 0.35, right? So this is which I have written as D. Say this is D. This is D into B. Okay, into B. So B I will again write down as it is. Okay, so this is B. This is the matrix B. So which I need to write down. So this is 1 divided by 7500 into, okay, 0, 0, 75, 0, minus 75, 0, right? Next, this is 0, 100, 0, minus 100, 0, 0, then 100, 0, minus 100, 75, 0, and minus 75, right? Is it okay? Is it okay with this one? Right. Now we need to do the multiplication, right? We need to do multiplication. Okay. So tell me how to do that. I will do the multiplication. Can anybody tell me what is the multiplication of 0.5 into 3750 into 1 by 7500 into 219.78 into 1 by 7500? Just tell me the multiplication of all these terms. 1, 2, 3, right, 4, and 5. 5 terms. Tell me the multiplication of 5 terms. How much you are getting? Tell me. How much you are getting? Do it fast.
0.18315.
How much you are getting? 0.18315.
18315.
18315.
So I'll make it 0.1832. Okay, 0.1832. Okay, into this matrix I will keep as it is. See, this term 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Their multiplication is 0.1832. Now this matrix I will keep as it is. Okay, because when you multiply the matrix, you need to start from right towards left. Right, right towards left, you need to start multiplying it, right? So I'll write down that matrix as it is. Okay, this is 0, 0, 100, then 0, 100, 0, then 75, 0, minus 100, then 0, minus 175 minus 75 0 0 then 0 0 minus 70, right? So this matrix I have written as it is, right? This matrix I have written as it is. Is it okay? This matrix I have written as it is. 0 0 100 0 100 0 75 0 minus 100, right? Then 0 minus 175 minus 75 0 0 0 0 70, right? Now I need to multiply these two matrices. Is it okay or not? Let me know. And now I should multiply these two. Okay. So how many rows you have here? 3 rows. See, this is 3 by 3 matrix, right? Basically, this is 3 by 3. Try to understand. This is 3 by 3 matrix. 3 rows, 3 columns. Okay. Here you have 3 rows but 6 columns, right? 3 rows but 6 columns, right? Okay. So whatever the matrix now you will get, what is the size? It is governed by the rows of this matrix and column of this matrix, right? So new matrix form will be of size 3 by 6, right? What is the size of the new matrices? It is 3 by 6. It will be having 3 rows and 6 columns, right? So let's do that. How to multiply matrix? Okay, this row multiply by this column, right? So see here, 1 into 0. Try to understand. Huh? First row multiplied by first column. First row multiplied by first column. 1 into 0 is 0, right? 0.3 into 0 is 0. 0 into 100 it's 0. So I will write down 0 here, right? Next, first row, second column, right? 1 into 0 is 0. 0.3 into 100. Okay, it becomes 30, right? And this into this, 0 into 0, it's 0. So what you'll get? 30 only, right? This is 30. Next, so third column. 1 into 75 is 75. This into this is 0. This into this is again 0. So you'll get here 75, right? This is 75. Now, next, this row, first row into fourth column. So 1 into 0 is 0. 0.3 into minus 100. So it is minus 30. And this into this is 0, right? So I'll write down minus 30, right? Similarly, first row into this fifth column. 1 into minus 75 is minus 75. This is 0 and this is 0, right? So this is written as minus 75. Now, first row into this column, right? So 1 into 0 is 0. 0.3 into 0 is 0. 0 into minus 75 is again 0, right? Is it okay with this one? Is it okay? Now we need to go for second row. For second row, we need to see this second row, right? So this second row into first column. So initial two terms are C. 0.3 into 0 is 0. 1 into 0 is 0. And 0 into 100 is 0, right? So this will come as a 0, right? Next, second row, second column. 0.3 into 0 is 0. 1 into 100 is 100. 0 into 0 is 0. Okay, so this will come as a 100. Next, second row, third column. This is 0.3 into 0.3 into 75. Tell me how much you are getting. 0.3 into 75. 0.3 into 75. Let me know.
22.5.
22.5. Okay. 0.3 into 75 is 22.5. 1 into 0 is 0. 0 into 100 is 0. So you get here only 22.5. Right. Now go to this row, right? This row and this fourth column, right? Second row, fourth column. 0.3 into 0 is 0. 1 into minus 100 is minus 100. 0 into 75 is 0. Okay, so this will come as minus 100. Next, go to the second row, fifth column. See, 0.3 into minus 0.75, right? So this will come as minus 22.5. Okay. 1 into 0 is 0. This 0 into 0 is again 0, right? Next, this row into this column. Initial two terms are 0 and this last term is also 0. Is it okay? Now go with this one. Third row, first column. Initial two terms are 0. Okay, what is remaining? 0.35 into 100. So this is 35. Right? Now, when you multiply this to this, initial two terms are 0 and this last term is also 0. So this is 0. Right? Again, this initial two terms are 0. 0.35 into minus 100. So this is minus 35. Okay, now this initial two terms are 0. 0.35 into 75. Tell me, 0.35 into 75. See, this row into this. 0.35 into 75. Tell me how much you're getting.
26.25.
26.2, right? Now this row into this one, right? Initial two terms are 0 here, and this is again 0. So this is 0, right? Next, this into this. Initial two terms are 0, and 0.35 into minus 75. This is minus 26.25. Is it okay? Okay with this one?
Yes, sir.
Just check it, all of you. Is there any problem with this one? Right? Now let's do this multiplication. 0.1832. I'll write down this as it is. Now multiply this to this. Multiply it. Tell me what is the size here? How many rows you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rows you have. How many columns you have? 3 columns you have. Here. How many rows you have? 3 rows. How many columns you have? 6 columns. Right? So from here you need to take the rows. From here you need to take the columns. Right? So size will be 6 by 6. Right? So here you will get size equal to 6 by 6. Is it okay? Yes or no? So this into this. Right? You need to do. Let's start. This into this. Right? This row into column. Initial two terms are 0. So 100 into 35. It's 3,500, right? Next, initial two terms are 0. 100 into 0 is 0, right? Initial two terms are 0. 100 into minus 35 is minus 3,500, right? Next, initial two terms are 0. 100 into 26.25, it is 2625, right? Initial two terms are 0.
Sir,
Okay.
screen wave.
100 into 0. 100 into 0, it's 0, right? Next, initial two terms are 0. 100 into minus 26.25, it is minus 2625. Is it okay? Right. Now starts with this one. This row into this column, right? This row into this column. Initial two terms. See, first term and last term are 0. So this into this will be always 0. So again, 100 into 0, it's 0. Now 100 into 100, you will get it as, how much you will get? 100 into 100, 10,000. Right? Now 100 into 22.5, how much you will get? 100 into 22.5, that is 2250, right? Next, 100 into minus 100, it is minus 10,000, right? 100 into minus 22.5, that is minus 2250, right? And 100 into 0, it's 0, right? Now go for this one. This row into this column. Now initially, this middle term will be 0. 75 into 0 is 0. 0 into 0 is 0. Okay. Minus 100 into 35. So this is minus 3,500. Minus 3,500. Next. This into 75 into 30. Okay. This into this is 0. This into this is 0. So 75 into 30. How much? 75 into 30 is 2250, right?
2250.
Right. Next, this row into this column. 75 into 75. How much? This into this is 0. 75 into 75. Okay. And plus 0. Okay. Plus 100 into 35. Is it okay with this one? Can you do rest of the calculations? All of you, can you do the rest of the calculation? Row into column, row into column, row into column. Okay. Is it okay with this one?
Yes, sir.
9125.
This is 9125. Next, this row into this column, 75 into minus 30, right? Then 0 into minus 100. Then minus 100 into 26.25. Okay, this will come as minus 4875, right? Next, this row into this column, 75 into minus 75, 0 into minus 22.5, minus 100 into 0. So this will come as minus 5625. Minus 5625. Next, this row into this column, initial two terms are 0, minus 2625 into minus 100. Okay. So this will come as 2625. 2625. Try to understand, huh? See, all of you check with these values. Is it okay with this one?
Yes, sir.
Right. So similarly, we can do this value, this row, right? So fourth row into this column, it is coming as 2625. Then fourth row into this second column is coming as minus 10,000. right? Then fourth row into this third column, it will come as minus 4875. Then fourth row into fourth column, it will come as 11968.75. Fourth row into this column, it will come as 2250. This will come as 2250. Then fourth row into last column, this will come as 1968.25. Okay, similar sort of exercise we can do for this last rows, minus 2250, right? Then we have here minus 2250, then minus 5625, minus 5625. Then this is 2250, this is 2250, then 5625, 5625, then this is 0, right? Then here we have minus 2625, then we have 0 here, then we have 2625 here, then we have minus 1968.25, right? 0 and 1968.25. Is it okay? Yes or no? Have you understood this one? Let me know. Is it okay with this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now we have calculated the value of K, element stiffness matrix we have calculated, right? So we have finished with this one. We have calculated K, okay? We have calculated this K. Now we need to calculate displacement, right? So how to calculate displacement? Okay, we have this equation, nah? What equation we have? Okay, so I will write down here. Calculation of, see, this will take hardly 10 minutes. Calculation of displacement. Okay, now I need to calculate the displacement. So for calculating the displacement, I need to write down the equation. What was the equation? Stiffness matrix I have into displacement is given by force, right? Stiffness matrix into displacement is given by force. So, so I need to write down this stiffness matrix. Okay, that is 0.1832. Okay, this is the stiffness matrix. This is 3500. 0 minus 3500, 2625, 0 minus 2625, right? Then this is 0, 10,000, 2250, minus 10,000, minus 2250, this is 0, right? This is minus 3500, 2250, 9125, minus 4875, 5625, minus 5625, right? 2625. Then this is 2625, minus 10,000, minus 4875, 11968.75, right? 2250, minus 1968.25. Okay, then this is 0, minus 2250, minus 5625, 2250, 5625, then you have 0, then this is minus 2625, 0, 2625, minus 1968.25, 0, okay, and 1968.25. Okay, so this is our element stiffness matrix which we have calculated just a time before, right? This is element stiffness matrix. This has to be multiplied by displacements, right? So we have, okay, this is a two-dimensional element. Okay, so we have u1, okay, v1, u2, okay, v2, u3, and v3, right? So these are the displacement. u1, v1 displacement at node 1 in x and y, u2, v2 displacement at node 2 in x and y, u3, v3 displacement at node 3 in x and y direction. Okay, so this is equal to okay, so we need to write down the forces. Okay, so here I will write down, okay, force at node 1 in x, similarly force at node 1 in y, right? This is force at node 2 in x, force at node 2 in y. Similarly, force at node 3 in x, force at node 3 in y. Is it okay? Yes or no? Is it okay with this one? Let me know. Is it okay with this one? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Now just see, this is very simple. Now we have elements, global matrix equation, right? Just impose the boundary condition. Try to see. At node 1, the structure is fixed. So at node 1, the structure is fixed. That means U1 is 0, V1 is 0. Is it okay? Similarly, at node 2, the structure is fixed. So U2 is 0 and V2 is 0. Is it okay? Yes or no? So as U1 is 0, what happens is, see, this particular row, right? This particular row, okay, and this particular column gets cancelled, right? This row and this column gets cancelled. Is it okay? See, try to understand. When this U1 is 0, this row gets cancelled, this column gets cancelled. Similarly, V1 is 0, right? So this second row, okay, this second column gets cancelled. Then U2 is 0, right? U2 is 0. So this third row, okay, and third column gets cancelled, right?
Rotate the camera.
Okay, V2 is 0. Then this fourth row and fourth column gets cancelled, right? Is it okay with this one? Now what is remaining eights? What is remaining eights? You have only these two terms, right? I will just make it. U1, V1, U2, V2 are 0. So row number 1, 2, 3, 4 are 0. Similarly, column 1, 2, 3, 4 are 0. Right? Now we are interested to calculate U3 and V3. Okay, so we should put F3x and F3y. Okay, now see this problem. What is the force exerted at node 3 in x direction? Okay, it is 2000. Okay, so I will write down F3x. Okay, I will write down this F3x as this is 2000 Newton, right? So this is 2 kilonewton, right? Say yes or no? F3x. This is okay or not?
Yes.
F3, this is 2 kilonewton. F3x is 2 kilonewton. Now force applied at node 3 in y direction, that is 500 Newton coming down, right? That means it is minus 500, but this is to be taken in kilonewton. So this is minus 0.5 kilonewton. Is it okay? So now all of you solve it, but don't forget to take 0.1832. Okay, so this value is to be put as, okay, I will now put these values in calculator. Okay, all of you do it immediately. Just do that and let me know what value of U3 you are getting and those V3 you are getting. So solve the equations. Solve the equation with two unknowns. Okay. So all of you just solve that. Solve the equation with two unknowns. This is 0.18. 0.18. See, 0.1832. 0.1832. This is to be multiplied by 5625. 5625. Okay. Then 0.1832. Again 1832. It is to be multiplied by 0, right? Then here you have 2. Here you have again 0. Then this is 0.1832. This is to be multiplied by 1968.25. Is it okay? And here you have minus 0.5. Minus 0.5. All of you check this. Just check this one. Each of, see, this is the values which you get, right? So what value of U2 you are getting? Can you check this value? What value of U2 you are getting?
1.94 to 10 to the power minus 3.
See, U2, sorry, U3 we are getting as, this is 0.0019 mm. Okay, and V3 we are getting as minus 0.0013 mm. Is it okay? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? So now we got these displacements, right? Now we got these displacements, right? Now can you calculate now this next term, that is strain? We have displacement, right? Can we calculate strain? Tell me. Simple formula. I will go. Okay, I will go to 5. See, it will hardly take 5 minutes. Calculation of strain. See, this is not way asked in the problem. That is E. Calculation of strain E. How will you calculate strain E? Strain E, that is Ex, Ey, and gamma xy is given by, okay, how will you calculate? It is strain is given by B into displacement, right? B, okay, into displacement. Okay, so B into U. Okay, so B value of B, it is already there. See, value of B, we have already value of B. I just need to copy that value of B. Okay, that is 1 divided by 7,500, okay, into 0 0 100 0 100 0, then 75 0 minus 100, then 0 minus 100 75, then minus 75 0 0 0 0 minus 75, right? Yes or no? This is our matrix B. Okay, into displacements. And which are the displacement? Okay, if you want, I will write down here. This is equal to B into, what are the displacement? U1, V1, right? U2, V2, U3, and V3. Yes or no? So U1, V1 is 0. U2, V2 is 0 only. And what U3 you have calculated? 0.0019. What V3 you have calculated? Minus 0.0013, right? Yes or no? So can you do the calculation now? Okay, so this row into this column. So how will you calculate Ex? See, this into this is 0, this into this is 0, 75 into 0 is 0, 0 into 0 is 0, minus 75 into this value, right? So this is to be written as minus 75 into 0.0019 divided by 7,500. It will give you the value of Ex. Similarly, how will you calculate Ey? Ey is given by, see, this into this is 0, 100 into 0 is 0, 0 into 0 is 0, minus 100 into 0 is 0, 0 into this 0, this term is 0, 0 into this term is again 0. Ey is 0. Right? Now, gamma xy. How will you calculate gamma xy? Initially 4 terms are 0. This is also again 0. So it is minus 75, okay, into bracket minus 0.0013, okay, divide by 7,500. So they will give you the value of strain. So tell me strain in element number 1. Strain in element number 1.
Minus 1.9 into 10 raised to minus
How much?
5.
Ex. How much?
Minus 1.9 into 10 raised to minus 5.
Yeah. And this minus 1.9 into 10 to the power minus 5. This gamma xy.
1.3 into 10 to the power minus 5.
How much?
1.3 into 10 to the power minus 5.
Minus 5. Now see, you have calculated the strain. Okay, now one more simple formula to calculate the stress. Okay, it is again same like this. Calculation of stress, right? So how we used to calculate stress? Stress, it is indicated by sigma, which is given by, okay, matrix D into what? Strain, right? Into strain. Okay, D into strain. So we know this sigma, that is sigma x, okay, sigma x, sigma y, and tau xy is given by, now matrix D. Matrix D, it is already calculated. I'm telling you, nothing new I'm doing. So this is 219.78. Okay, this is 0.30, 0.310, 0.35. Right, this is your D matrix. And strain just a time before we have calculated those values, right? What are those values? Minus 1.9 into 10 raised to power minus 5. This is 0. And this is 1.3 into 10 raised to power minus 5, right? Yes or no? if you want, I will write down this D into this value, right? Ex, Ey, and gamma xy, right? Ex, Ey, and gamma xy, right? So tell me how much it is coming. Sigma x. This is 219.78. This is to be multiplied by this into this, right? So 1 into that, it is minus 1.9 into 10 raised to power minus 5. 0.3 into 0 is 0. 0 into 0. 0 into this term is 0. So this you will get. Similarly, sigma y. This is 219.78. 0.3. So this is minus 0.3 into 1.9 into 10 raised to power minus 5. 1 into 0 is 0. 0 into 0. This term is again 0, right? Similarly, tau xy. This is 219.78. Initial two terms are 0. So 0.35 into 1.3 into 10 raised to power minus 5, right? So tell me these values. Sigma x, sigma y, and tau xy. Tell me these values.
So sigma x minus 4.175 into 10 to the power minus 3
1875.
into 10 to the power minus 3.
10 to the power minus 3 gigapascal. Now this one.
Minus 6.59 into 10 raised to minus 4.
Minus 6.59 into 10 raised to power minus 4. Okay, next.
9.99 into 10 raised to power minus 4.
9.99 into 10 raised to power minus 4. Is it okay? Is it okay with this problem? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay? Tell me, is it okay with this one or not? Okay, so see in the problem, listen, whatever the previous two problems were given, displacements were given. Okay, in this problem, this is not the case. Displacements were not given. So first we have calculated B. Okay, we have calculated B. Then we have calculated D. From that we have calculated element stiffness matrix, right? And once we have element stiffness matrix, okay, we have calculated the displacement. And after the displacement, okay, we have calculated the stress, the strain, and after that we have calculated the stress. Is it okay? Is it okay to each of you? Have you understood this problem? You understood? Have you understood, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Right. So today we are going to stop. Okay, and in the next lecture, we are going to start with the principle of stationary total potential. Okay, so in the next lecture, we will start with the principle of stationary potential. Okay, principle of stationary total potential. Okay.